river, right? Yeah, we can see here a blue line that is see, it's almost entire country is covered in that line, right? So this particular, yes, from here it goes like this here, yes, and it is coming and joining here. This is called the river Zaire, and it is the second largest river in Africa. Which is the first largest river? Nile is the first largest river in Africa, and the second largest river is a river Congo or a river Zaire. Okay, this river is actually known as the highway of Central Africa. This river is actually known as highway of Central Africa. Highway means what? There's a lot of transportation is happening through that particular area, isn't it? And you see, almost every part of this country is connected through the main rivers and its main tributaries. Okay, we can in a map we can see only these much, but still more smaller tributaries are also there. Okay, and in this region, the central eastern side of Congo, there are high mountains. And see, almost all the major tributaries are originating from this region, the central eastern region, because they get enough water from these mountains. It rains every afternoon, isn't it? Plenty of river water is available over there, right? And there is no dirt in water there, plenty of water. And it originates from these lakes also. See, we have some lakes here, Lake Albert, Lake Edward, Lake Tanganyika. So all these are major lakes which are also the source for these rivers. Just like Brahmaputra originates from the Lake Manasarova, right? These lakes also feed these rivers, and most part of this river is transportable. Transportable means, yes, another speciality of this river is that river Congo is the deepest river in the world. It's so deep that we can completely immerse some of the biggest buildings on earth in that river. At some points, the depth of this river is almost equal to some of the biggest buildings, like say, for example, Eiffel Tower. Have you seen Eiffel Tower? The iconic iron and steel structure. We can completely immerse Eiffel Tower in this river. Okay, so it's very deep and it is very wide also. It's very huge river. On the map itself, we have shown this river in this way, which means these rivers are very wide. These rivers are very wide. See, it's an aerial shot. What do you mean by aerial shot? A shot which is actually taken from the sky. Okay. See, all these green patch here are the dense forests. We have seen that, no? Evergreen forest. Yes. So, see, can we see the soil over there? Yeah, only somewhere here and there. See, here we can see some grassland type. Here also there are some grass growing there. Other than that, is it possible for us to see any sand kind of thing anywhere there? And in this shot, we can see the size of the trees are very small, but look at the size of the river. The river is very huge. Okay, it's very huge, and transportation, water-based transportation is established based on this river Congo and its tributaries. Okay, right? And there are some lakes also. like Albert, like Edward, and this is Lake Kivu. This one, this small piece is called Lake Kivu, and then Lake Tanganyika. Okay, and the tributaries. Most of the part of this river is transportable, even using bigger, not that big ships which we can find in what we call an oceans, but other kinds of. And this river Congo flows and joins Atlantic Ocean at a place called Matadi, which is the only port city in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Okay, so this country has got only one port city, and that is Matadi, and that is a place where the Congo River comes and joins Atlantic Ocean, and the capital of this country is Kinshasa. Okay, the capital of this country is Kinshasa, and that is also located on the banks of Congo River. Right? Now, climate of this country. We have already seen that it lies on the equator. It has a tropical climate. Then it's very hot during the morning time, and it rains in the afternoon. It's very hot and wet climate over here. The afternoon showers, afternoon rains are always accompanied by what? Lightning and thunder. Then what's the average rainfall? Can you imagine what is the average rainfall that this region receives? What do you mean by average rainfall? The amount of rainfall that a country or a region or a place receives over a period of time. Right? So usually we have an instrument called a rain gauge. A small bottle with a funnel with a scale attached to that with which we measure how much rain did we receive. So on an average, DRC receives, or the Democratic Republic of Congo receives not less than 200 millimeters of rain. 200 millimeters means how much? 2 meters of rain. Right? If we completely block the water over there, right, without allowing that water to join the river or get into the sea, after the end of 1 year, we can see the entire Congo will be 2 meters below the water. Okay? So that is the climatic conditions of this region. It receives the sun rays from the sun straight during the morning time. It's very hot during that time, and it rains heavily in the afternoon time. Right? And this dense forest region that DRC has is the second largest such forest in the world. The first one we have already seen in the first map, Amazon forest region. Yes, Amazon river is the biggest river in the world, and the evergreen forest, the tropical forest that grows on the basin region of Amazon river is the biggest in that kind of a forest. And the second biggest tropical forest is the Congo basin, the dense forest in the Congo basin. Right? Now, we have seen, the trees that are there are very huge. Okay. So the forest region that covers DRC, it's very thick, denser tropical forest, and some parts we can see evergreen forest also. Evergreen forest means they will never shed their leaves, and throughout the year they will be green in color. Right? The trees that grows in this region, see, this is an aerial shot, another aerial shot we can see here. And the height of these trees can grow very easily up to 50 to 60 meters high. A fully grown up man is hardly 3 meters high. Okay, so these trees can grow easily up to a height of 50 to 60 meters. And On top, they form a thick canopy. Canopy means what? We have no canopy tents are there, no? A conical shape. Yes, so this is, they also have this branch formation, leaves and all. And that canopy is so thick that it doesn't even allow the sunlight to come in onto the ground. It's very thick. And this region actually has basically hardwood trees, which are used in the furniture industries and all. Okay? So that is about the forest, and a large variety of animals are also found in this region. A very large variety of animals are also found in this forest region. See, which are they? You know this animal, gorilla. Huh? Yes. And these gorillas are seen only in this region, in this forest region. Right? In a DRC. The next one is antelope. It actually belongs to the family of deer. They actually belong to the family of deer, but a different one. Right? Okay. Next one is a baboon, is a variety of monkey. The type of monkey that is seen over there is called a baboon, right? Bonobo. Bonobo. So it's a very small variety of a monkey. It's a very small variety of a monkey, but quite an interesting one. Right? The next one is crocodile. Crocodile. Next, elephant. African elephants, we know, no? African elephants. Yes, they are bigger than the Indian elephants. They are huge in size. Their ears are special. Indian elephants do not have these kind of big ears. Right? Okay, African elephants, then, which can be seen only in these regions in the world. Nowhere else can we find naturally, not in the zoo. Right? Okay, next. Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus, right? Lion, not Asiatic lion, African lion. Right? Again, African lions also have a thick mane than that of the Indian or the Asiatic lions. Okay, then okapi. It's a very strange kind of an animal. Okapi. They have got a zebra type legs. Only on legs they have the marks. Okay, and head is almost like that of a it's different because see they have horns here. Usually, just behind the ears, the animals have horns, isn't it? And these okapis have horns just above the eyes, and sometimes they will have only a single horn. Horn means it won't grow so high, big, but two horns are there just above the eyes, and sometimes they will have only one horn, and then they are known as the unicorns, right? So these are very special as far as this tropical African forest regions are concerned. Okapi is famous. Ostrich, the biggest bird in the world. Biggest bird in the world. Very dangerous also. Yeah, next. Pythons. Python is just an example, frankly speaking. The thick, dense tropical forest regions have got very varieties of snakes over there. Right? Pythons are just an example. They are very huge and big snakes which can easily swallow, animals like cows, buffaloes and all. Just as you take a lollipop, the best comparison. Just as you take a lollipop, they can easily swallow huge animals also. Right? Okay, the next one. Rhinoceros, the horned ones. Right? Okay, next. Tiger, not Asiatic tiger or the Sundarban Bengal tiger wala, no. African lions. And other than these animals, this tropical forest region houses a large number of insects also. Different varieties of butterflies, then so many varieties of insects. Ants are there, right? Some insects are, stick insects. We usually call them stick insects because if they sit on a branch, we may feel that it's a leaf or something that on the branch. We won't identify it as a, an insect, right? So the animals that live over there has got so many specialities. In that, one very interesting item is this. It's known as a sese fly. What is the name of this fly? Sese fly. And the speciality of this fly is there are so many insects which spread different kinds of diseases, isn't it? Mosquitoes spread some diseases. Then flies can spread the malaria and all these kinds of things. But sese fly is a different fly because it spreads a disease called, it spreads a sleeping sickness. Means, once if you get affected by the bite or the excreta of this fly, you will develop a problem that you will be always sleeping. You will forget everything and you will be continuously sleeping. Okay? So this is considered as the most dangerous insect in the world because it spreads these diseases. Right? And the people over there, the people who are living in this region, see, obviously Congo is not that much populated a place. Okay, we have already seen. Much part of Congo is covered with the forest regions, and here and there are some village communities where we can find the people. And they are very much afraid of not about the lions or tigers or crocodiles or elephants or something else, but this item. Because they need to go to the forest for hunting, they need to go to the forest for other activities, and whenever they go, this is the biggest problem because the man who gets affected by this will fall down there and start to sleep. He won't even reach home. And people will die out of this sleepiness. They won't wake out of it. Right? So this fly called the sese fly is the most dangerous insect found in the tropical forest regions of Congo. Okay, DRC.